Need computer training for a group or office? Contact us today to get a free demo of our training at www.teachucomp.com/enterprise-licensing.
Many of the reports that appear starting in Project 2013 include elements such as tables and charts within them. First, you can click a chart within a report to select it. You will see the chart appear with a border around its perimeter when it is selected. You will also see the Design and Format tab of the Chart Tools Contextual tab appear within the ribbon. You use the buttons on these two tabs within the Contextual tab within the ribbon to change the formatting of the chart. You will also see the field list appear at the right side of the application window. This pane allows you to select and filter the data that appears within the chart. When you deselect the chart by clicking into the blank area of the report, the contextual tabs within the ribbon and the field list pane will then disappear from view. You can select the chart again to unhide them. When a chart is selected, you will also see a 3-button grouping of chart options appear at the right side of the selected chart element. These buttons are, from top to bottom, Chart Elements, Chart Styles, and Chart Filters. You can click these buttons to make changes to the selected chart in the pop-up menus that appear. While these buttons provide the same functions found within the Chart Tools Contextual tab, they may be easier to use on touch-based devices such as tablets. Also note that a chart is not simply a single object, but rather is a complex object that's comprised of many other smaller selectable objects. You should be aware of exactly what element in the chart is selected before you begin any procedure, such as formatting the chart itself or the objects within the chart. You can click on the individual elements within the chart to select them. Now note that to select the entire chart, you should click into the chart area. The chart area is the blank area that surrounds most of the actual elements contained within the chart. When the chart area is selected, you can then perform functions that affect the entire chart, such as moving the chart or formatting the background of the chart. Now inside of the chart area is the plot area. This is the area inside of the chart area where the actual graphic representation of your data is located. Inside of the plot area, you can click on the graphic to select a series from your chart. You can then click on an individual point in a series to select an individual data point. Note that other chart elements, such as chart titles, data labels, and the legend are all independently selectable. You should be aware of exactly which element within a chart is selected before you perform an operation or function. Otherwise, you could inadvertently make mistakes, such as moving elements around within the chart when you meant to move the entire chart, or formatting the entire chart background when you meant to format only a single selected data series. Another way to select a chart, or many of the elements of a chart, is by using the Chart Elements drop-down that appears in the Current Selection button group on the Format tab of the Chart Tools Contextual tab within the ribbon. You can use this drop-down to select the major elements within your chart. However, you should also note that not all chart elements are necessarily shown in the drop-down list. It should be noted that you can also click on chart elements with your mouse and then inspect the value that's shown within the chart elements drop-down to select and see the actual elements within the chart. This is a great way to double-check and ensure that you have the correct chart element selected before you begin an editing or formatting procedure. To move a chart, just click and drag inside the chart area within the chart, or you can click and drag on the border anywhere where there is not a white square. The mouse pointer will appear as a four-pointed arrow while the chart is being moved. When the chart's in the desired location, simply release the mouse button to drop the chart into its new location within the report. To resize a chart, place your mouse pointer over one of the white resizing squares that appear at the four corners and four sides of the chart within the chart object's border. At that point, click and drag to resize the chart area to your desired width and height.
Like what you see? Get a free demo of our training for groups of 5 or more at www.teachucomp.com/enterprise-licensing.